Juicy, Juicy Spice.
Round Start Dust.
Charge Dust. It's a May classic. Have you never seen the Twitter clips?
It is. I mean, I've seen the Twitter clips. Unfortunately, we are watching May gameplay.
Gold Burst. Just
Gold Burst. Wake up, Gold Burst. I respect that. That's aura. That is aura.
Oh, May, what are we here for? Aura and hype moments, bro. This is all it is. This is all this gimmick is.
Can we talk about the balls required to burst there? Juicy was just down backing hard, and the burst came out.
I just saw the mod on Kopi's side. Why did I just see a little Neko arc? I think we're in for a lot more than just a little mayhem from May. That is brave.
The 6K. What? Okay, I respect it. And the Orca's coming out to seal out the first game. Talk about splashing into the competition.
Splish splash, your ass is grass, and now we're moving on to game 2. Juicy Spice is looking pretty good.
Absolutely. We saw some dolphins flying all over the place, as is to be expected.
The May only bracket, I would be disappointed if I didn't see a single dolphin.
Honestly, that would be really funny if all the players just decided on their own, don't dolphin a single time.
Don't use the one move that is like very perpetually the most important tool in her kit. Don't use that.
Don't use her best move. And we say that, and then the first 3 moves of this round are all dolphins.
Just a little.
Yeah, there's the Neko arc instead of the beach ball. You were wrong. We are going to see a beach ball.
I was definitely wrong. I was expecting the ball. I was expecting ball is life, not la criatura.
La criatura. Es verdad. Why was that accurate? Why was that accurate?
Can we get a Brenya in the chat every time a Neko arc is on screen? I'd love to see that.
That would be miserable. Every beach ball mix-up, you just hear the Neko arc sound effect. Counter hit.
Alright, nice Tatsugeki catch. Is he going to get the full confirm? Definitely seeing that these two are not necessarily too comfortable on the sticks, but nice run up into a overhead kiss. The damage output would be great, but they drop instead, going for a reset, and does take the round.
It pays off. If it works, it works. Don't question it. If they get hit by the reset, that's on them.
Hey, you know, given that we are in the NA side of things, we can officially call it the American reset or a drop opportunity.
The draw opportunity. Drop-demo combos.
Drop-demo is crazy. I've never heard that one. That's beautiful.
I made it up on the spot. That's probably why.
I'm stealing that.
It's pretty good. I do like the attempt to try and take to the air from Lawler, but unfortunately it's really not working out.
It's really not working out because I don't really see the confidence in their ability to play the air game. They're trying to play a very mix-heavy ground-to-air game that's just not working out. Juicy Spice on the prowl, does take game 2, and does so in a very scrambly fashion, but does so convincingly nonetheless.
You know, what defines you as a fighting game player is how you react to scrambles. It's not, are you optimal? Can you play neutral? Have you beaten a top player? It's, when it's scrambling, are you winning?
See, I'm of the opinion that if you can, like in these scramble situations, are you flipping the omelet or are you the omelet in the situation?
Dang right.
Are you the cook flipping the omelet,
or are you scrambling like
cooked?
an egg, or are you folding like an omelet? I mean,
for sure.
It's just how it is.
It's
especially in mirror matches, that can happen a lot, depending on how the people are approaching it.
Erebus, to put it bluntly, it's a cook or be cooked world, and
it truly is.
Juicy Spice is definitely looking to chef it up on the neutral game.
Absolutely, anybody can cook. This is a May bracket after all.
Anyone can cook. Linguini said so himself. Look at this.
It's true. Oh, big counter heavy slash. No conversion though. I like the jumping heavy slash. And the slide underneath the Neko arc. That was a fantastic play there from Juicy Spice. And we're going to see a full conversion here into the wall break with the super too.
Oh my god, we actually got the first real May combo of this entire bracket
we got the first really solid route. I respect it.
Another overhead kiss. You're going to die off this, homeboy.
Yeah, you might. Oh, unfortunately, the reset is attempted and it doesn't pay off, and the meaty Orca does not connect.
That is aura as hell. They didn't even cancel. They just waited.
that was literally aura farming. If that had worked, honestly, possibly the greatest set of all time.
Possibly the greatest player of all time to go with 0-3.
Honestly, I think so. Like, world champion who? Red Ditto who?
Slash who?
Exactly.
Bro just did it for aura and hype moments. That would have been so awesome if it worked, though.
That's the best way to play these games. Just play for aura.
Oh, the catch with the
counter hit 6H. I like the burst there. We are on set point here.
It does get a little silly.
RC is gonna be enough with the wall break too.
I do like the fact that because this is a very gimmick bracket, and we could definitely have a lot more fun. We could have a lot more fun on the mic as opposed to just treating it like an analytical assessment, like I usually like to.
Exactly.
It's very
like
fun.
This is not an Arc World Tour event. This is in fact a May only bracket.
Yeah, it's for the shiggles, man. It's for shits and giggles, and I feel like everybody is having a silly time.
I mean, that's these are all about. It's about having fun. We're not here to like sweat it out or to find out who the greatest May player of all time is. We are here to enjoy ourselves playing the Dolphin Lady herself.
However, in saying that, if I see a set that goes pretty even, I'm gonna call it down the wire.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. You got to react accordingly.
I mean, you gotta understand that there's a climate to these things, and the emotional climate is so neutral, so silly, it Billy.
It's true.
It's damn true. All right, here we go. Who do we have next up on stage? Oh, we have Deathbug, so that gives us an idea of who we're gonna have. So Deathbug and Coop Doopity.
Okay, we got some May gamers.
We have May aplenty.
Honestly, like I'm really surprised that we're seeing May in this bracket. In this economy?
May in this climate? In the year of our Lord 2025?
What I'm trying to find out is where Yam is.
I think the better question is where is Reaper Meister when you need him? There we go. Game 1.
Oh, there it is, the Schmicks.
We're schmixing for sure. Yeah, we're in the blender. The first real mix I've seen.
Schmicks up.
Of these two just wanting to just vie for space here and just kind of finding little moments here to try and replicate some sense of genius. But so far, just a tug of war between who gets the first real big hit.
Who gets the first dolphin? Oh, Guilty Gear physics.
I think Arxis. I love Arxis jank. It's the best thing. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
It literally is. Arxis jank is possibly like one of the greatest game mechanics. Aside from like Bethesda bugs, Arxis jank is way up there.
Yeah, it ain't Oblivion, but it's definitely up there.
It ain't Oblivion, but they are oblivious to physics.
Okay, nicely done. Like Cowper is definitely doing a fantastic job representing some sort of options here. Gets the overhead kiss, and now we're going on to the other side.
Oh, good check. I'm here for it. All right, good close slash. Oh, unfortunately, he misses the full conversion. And counter hit 5H.
No big confirm, but still getting hit by that 5H on the noggin is not going to help your situation. But nice crossover. Gets the positional advantage. Gets the 2H counter hit. Oh, and nice use of the burst.
Oh, but the slide RC is going to catch. And that is Deathbug taking the first game in this set.
Yeah, it was a very interesting confirm towards the latter half. If they didn't use burst, they genuinely would have died sooner, but still maintaining their momentum. Deathbug does take the first game, like you mentioned, and does so pretty well. It's not looking too bad for Deathbug to really enforce their gameplay.
You know, that's absolutely true, and I think Deathbug very clearly knows what they're doing. We saw that conversion at the end there. So I'm interested to see if Kawooper is able to pull out anything like that. Maybe we get a fat confirm.
mean, if they were able to get a somewhat decent confirm, something stable that I've seen from most May players online, but to get it consistently and to get it on in such a high-paced environment, that's where you really get tested. And I feel like we're going to see more of that as things progress.
We got Totsugeki.
No way.
Surprising as it may be.
There's no way. I didn't think we'd get a single Totsugeki this round. Here we got 5.
Oh, and the up dolphin is going to catch. No conversion afterwards. Good burst on the side of Cooper. Good punish on the slot as well. There we go. Full confirm. Not quite death, though. The wall break isn't going to do quite enough damage. We are on a sliver of health here. It has to be very, very careful about what they do.
Low health situation, you could die to just about anything, but a haymaker to the jaw definitely is very quick to put you down.
You know, May doesn't look like the type of person that would knock you out with one punch to the face, but look at that anchor she's swinging around.
Oh yeah, she definitely swings it around with gusto, and you best believe that that anchor is going to do major damage as we go from corner to corner. What a confirm!
Coast to coast on a dolphin.
Would have thought.
that confirm was fantastic from the side of Cooper. Good pressure here from Deathbug as well. Gonna get the wall break. Opts not to spend the super.
Okay, low health situation again. Deathbug working with a little bit of health here. Nice.
This is definitely a skill issue. I can't do 6H in the dolphin. I just can't. I don't know why.
Nice. He don't get to tap dust. No confirm, but Cooper does get caught by the Totsugeki, the almighty dolphin. It takes all, and that's game 2 for Deathbug.
No mercy from the dolphin, none whatsoever.
It comes with the violence, and believe me, they are violent indeed.
They are violent creatures.
Very. Fun fact: since we're talking about dolphins, did you know that pufferfish, when poked, releases a poison that hurts predators, but to dolphins it gives them a high?
Honestly, that's kind of funny. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
So you're saying pufferfish are like a dolphin edible?
Yes. They don't eat them. They just poke at them and make them puff up so that they can get the actual high. I'm not bullshitting. You should look this up. It's really funny.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I found this out like a year ago. It was really funny.
Oh, now speaking of here for it, Cooper is here with the counter hit dolphin.
Trying to lock down that
Pressure.
corner.
Oh, good check.
Deathbug, really good check to just check that entire situation out. Cooper fighting it out. Controlling with the beach ball, but no real gusto yet. Oh, nice catch.
Hit JH, and the full conversion from Deathbug is going to be enough to close out the round.
A little bit awkward from both sides. I keep forgetting Cooper is the denim May with the Tims. So I'm going to have to use that. All right, Deathbug going for strike throw.
But you can't have style?
I mean, you can have a little bit of style. Okay, cool. There we go. Deathbug 100 meter on deck plus 4 resources. The burst was used by Cooper.
This is a final touch situation. If Cooper gets sneezed on, they do lose the set here. They have to be careful, but they get caught by the close slash.
Yeah, the threat of 100 meter is always going to put people on their toes, but unfortunately, it's the toes that get caught. Cooper does go down into the loser side, and Deathbug proceeds to advance further into the bracket on winner's side.
Actually, I have not been looking at the bracket. I need to take a look myself and see what kind of chaos is unraveling.
Chaos? Where?
Happy chaos? No, nowhere near here.
Yeah, thank God.
Tell me about it.
I resent the feeling of watching chat and seeing people unironically say Gappy Chaos.
Gappy Chaos. Is that a JoJo's reference?
Nope. That is a moment of weakness by ignorant individuals.
I mean, Happy Chaos players are gapping everyone, to be fair. That character is bottom 3. For real, for real. Down there with Sin Kisuke and Soul Bad Guy.
You know what? While we're at it, bro. You know what? While we're at it, can we put Nago in that list?
Nah, Nago's only bottom 6.
Okay, that's fair. I could take low mid tier.
He's got the sword. He's got the sword.
Yeah, he's a sword fighter, bro. Like he's a sword fighter.
He can't compete with characters like Zato and Abba and the top tiers. Bedman.
I know that's
crazy
for I know it's for the bit, but I genuinely believe that matchup still sucks.
What? Nago Zato?
Yes.
That's cope. That is cope.
It's cope because
Nago Zato is free.
Free?
For Zato.
I was about to say, don't you do that to me.
That is free for Nago. If a Nago player loses that matchup, quit the game. Just uninstall.
Damn. So I just
Zato he's so bad. Like, how are you getting hit by Zato in the current patch?
Counter argument. I have a 5-frame pre-jump.
That's a good argument. However, have you considered switching to Soul Bad Guy?
Have you considered that I am a character loyalist?
No, because you play Nago.
Who else is playing Nago right now? Like, who actually, like, as a main?
Is Varix still on Nago?
Yeah, Varix is still on Nago.
I think Snorlax is still playing Nago too.
I mean, at this point in time, it's like, how many are actually?
There aren't many.
There aren't many
solo Nagos anymore.
You know why?
Because it's to like Leo or Kai
or Soul.
Not even Soul.
They all switched quite literally the moment Naga was starting to get touched. And I fully believe there are no such thing as solo Naga mains in this game. Like very few exist, and the ones that do exist aren't even are either playing other characters to circumvent that, or genuinely have quit the character or quit the game.
Yeah.
There's still some reps.
Honestly, Leo nerfs when?
You're shooting a little too close to the sun here.
What about Gap Lewis?
I want to say some horrendous things about Gold Lewis, but Lasagna Slayer's in Yokai, so I'm gonna let that slide. And he did win the crew battle for Yokai, so I'm gonna hold off on my thoughts about Gold Lewis. 1v8, by the way.
The honest mid tier? Gold Lewis Dickinson?
To be fair, like the team we had to deal with on that day was insane. We had to deal with. Yeah, Gold Lewis, one singular life took out 8 lives in a row, and he killed Big.
It happens.
Let's get it.
It happens, especially when you're fighting Gold Lewis. I mean, nobody plays Gold Lewis. He's so bad, so you just don't know the matchup. I mean, that's how it is.
I mean, if you're losing the matchup, it says a lot. Not about you particularly, but about Gold Lewis.
About Gold Lewis. It's okay. He gets hard countered by like no one. Axel. He loses to Axel 5.5. So don't worry, he's fine.
He has one bad matchup.
Yeah, he's balanced. Don't worry. Arxis sees you, and they know exactly what they're doing.
They know what you are.
They know what you want. And it's Gold Lewis buffs.
God, I rue the day that happens.
They know that you want Happy Chaos reworked so that he is release Happy Chaos and not current Happy Chaos.
You'd be surprised at how many players. It's not even.
There are a lot of players that would just cream their jorts if that happened.
Imagine if our characters were like as strong as season one Happy Chaos.
Well, I play Soul, so.
Oh, you played season 1 Soul?
Well, season 1 I played Ramethal. Right now I play Soul. Both obscene characters, by the way. Both in season 1 and right now.
Nice.
I can't play Ramethal anymore.
Ramethal? Why?
I don't mess with the changes.
A lot of people are in the same boat. Like a lot of people were just not really happy about the way that she's designed. I think Bajanessa right now. Cool. She's really cool, but It definitely just goes to show you how messed up the character is when so many people are dropping their mains to play her.
Yeah. I have a friend who is like very adamant that Ramathal is not very good and that she needs help.
Huh?
That's what I said. And he was saying like, man, Ramathal, like, she just has like a really hard time maintaining pressure. And I'm just kind of sitting here like, what? Huh? What did you say?
My fault, G. I didn't realize the character that like looped meter gain into die was struggling. My fault. Like I didn't know how bad you had it, man. I didn't realize how bad
they need to give her a meterless DP. Honestly, I think that would fix it.
Meterless Mortal Bato would be crazy.
With more damage though. That does no damage. It only does what, like 35%? Like, come on.
The wildest part is I remember the days of vanilla Mortal Bato, dude. Y'all, you know what?
It was a time.
I want to hit you guys with an even bigger throwback. Y'all remember when Calvado sucked?
No.
Yeah, back in the days, for those who aren't aware, Calvados was not a great super. It did it did pitiful damage. It was minus 70. It's used 100 meter to make it safe before, and it did give you your swords back, but it just was pitiful. It was just not Mortal Bato. Why would you ever use it?
It wasn't worth.
Yeah. Then they made
You're
it
better off just resetting the situation and then doing a combo into Mortal Bato.
Then they made it plus 18, like plus 16 guard crush and do abysmal damage, like a horrendous amount of damage in season 2.
Arxis is just that good at balance. What can I say?
Dude, I still can't believe that. The craziest part is even after they fixed the bug, it still did too much damage.
Can we get Johnny buffs?
Johnny buff. Yeah, let me just buff him to bottom 5. Did I say buff? I meant nerf.
Can we buff Johnny from like top 7 to top 6? Like, come on.
Yeah, you know, like
he needs it. He needs it. Come on.
You know what? How about we give everyone K Mistfinder?
How about? I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, give everybody
give Soul Mistfinder, and honestly, I think he's the best character in the game.
You take his Far Slash design from Exerd and then just make it have like a Thunderbolt.
No, that would be too strong. You have to make it so his 6H does it.
Oh, his 6H has to do it? so
his 6H is just plus now. It guard crushes and it's plus.
God, just seeing deceptive hitboxes in the dust loop.
And it hits from full screen now.
It also can give you 100 risk on hit.
True. If you get hit by Soul, you should just automatically have risk. Because you're losing against Soul and neutral. What are you doing?
You know what? How about this? We introduce a new mechanic. It's called the Rev Meter.
A Rev Meter.
Oh, we're finally getting into another match. All right, cool. We got to fill the dead
Imagine
air.
Rev Meter in Guilty Gear. You get hit by Soul, Fafnir, Bandit Bringer, Bandit Revolver. No.
Tyrant Rave into Heavy Mob Cemetery.
True. Volcanic Viper break into Heavy Mob Cemetery.
Oh my god, that would be terrifying. Here we go. This is now we're into our third bracket match. We're gonna have Deathbug versus Slick Yoka. It's a weird name. It was good, Slick.
Is it like Tapioca except like Slick?
Yes. So
except
Slick
it's Motor Royal.
So it's Slick versus Deathbug. That's how I'm gonna call it down.
Good idea. We're gonna see some more Deathbug gameplay. I'm here for that.
Totsugeki back to back trading.
Ooh, same side.
Nice. Get some hard. Good.
Oh, that's not looking good. But misses with the Dolphin. That is unfortunate for Slick. We're going to see a big conversion here for Deathbug. Gets the air dash and the wall break as well with the 6H.
Perfect, good, perfect start from Deathbug. Both of them just sliding on the ground. And Deathbug gets the round off.
I like the reaction as well that they got PRC there instead of Red RC.
Enough distance to be able to get the knockdown, but all in all, not too bad from them. Just dwindling the health bar just a little bit.
You know, Chip is better than nothing. It uses the Wild Assault to keep the pressure up and gets the jump in as well. Decides to spend the meter. Tries to bait the burst.
Tries to go for the strike though situation, but now it's Slick who's controlling the tempo, putting them in the lockdown state, the no-no square, and now you're back to the wall. You're going to take quite a lot of damage. Oh my god, the damage!
This is May.
Trying
to fight ultra low damage, of course.
May's lowest damage combo.
Oh, overhead kiss.
Oh, no kill. No confirm.
Try something fancy. Unfortunately, didn't pay off. It gets counter hit by the 6H and bursts. But the drop. Slick had it and gets the throw. That's the scariest tech in this game, honestly. Just run up to neutral throw. Like,
if season 1 and 2 is anything to go by, remember the days when Kai players used the value tech of full screen run up throw.
I'm still scarred by it.
I remember those days. It was like night and day.
Ooh. You know, I paid them back the favor by doing run up wild throw. So
I paid them the favor by hitting them with 3 raw 6Hs.
Valid. Oh, tap dust connects, and that's gonna be the kill here for game number 1. Deathbug taking a substantial lead.
Substantial lead is very, very I think it's a very. It kind of just takes away from the fact that this was actually really close. It's just that the damage output is so skewed in May's favor that she could just kill you.
Yeah, I mean, in these matches, May has a 100% win rate, so you gotta be careful. If you're fighting May might win.
Mirror is 6'4".
For who?
For May.
For May. It's for Neko Arc.
I want to see more pudding, yeah, bro. Let me see another beach ball. Want to see it. Nice catch, using the full extension off the Wild Assault.
Good confirm there, gets the wall break as well. And the up dolphin to call out the far dolphin.
You're gonna guard crush, set you up for plus frames, and you're gonna hold this mix.
Orca.
Not enough.
Not quite.
Japanese Gut saved you this time.
Arxis. Little Arxis chain. The Gut system. Why does May not take extra damage?
Because she's Japanese. I remember there was a day when I used to believe that Val should have let her die and entered.
Honestly, you should have. We wouldn't have to deal with May in this game.
Then I wouldn't have met Kobe if I hadn't. So I'm.
That's fair. Ooh, the trade. Okay. Pops off the dolphin and gets the counter hit with the jumping slash.
Out of full confirm, just outside of the tip range of that 5K, but still doing a fantastic job just dwindling down the health bar. Slick fighting back, but low life situation, still has burst on deck.
I like that Slick is willing to swing occasionally to try and catch Deathbug off guard, but unfortunately it's not panning out for them at the moment.
I think the biggest thing, right, is Slickioka is willing to go, like, pump in all kinds of harassment when it comes to these options, but Deathbug more than willing to just kind of make every little interaction work in their favor. Like, simple is key, and I think Deathbug is more than willing to play this simply as opposed to just trying to be creative.
That's absolutely fair. And I mean, a lot of times in the mirror, you have to just play solid. Because, I mean, you're fighting someone who knows the character as well, so you can't match up check, I suppose.
A nice horizontal dolphin, or vertical dolphin, actually. Oh, we gotta get over nightmares in the background? Alright. Nice clash, but it's Slick who actually wins the trade off of the Dolphin Wars.
Ooh, put up R right there. Dolphin trade.
This is beautiful. This is just an average day. This is an average day in SeaWorld.
Literally.
Ooh, Deathbug has a lot of damage on the table.
You go to SeaWorld, you just see two ladies swinging anchors around and riding dolphins.
All right, chat. I have a question for you. 100 gorillas versus 1 May.
May wins. Free.
All right, here we go. Deathbug on set point here. Slick does not have many opportunities to drop anything. They have to make something happen now, or it's too late. Too little, too late.
Deathbug has been looking incredibly clean so far. We saw them in the previous match. Slick is they're gonna have to do some crazy stuff.
Here we go. Nice catch.
Good burst.
Yeah, Deathbug has been very consistent with his reactionary checks, and they have been very quick on the trigger.
Oh, it's the toss. And the beach
ball.
But
there we go. We got the Neko arc. Very nice, able to get out of the corner, and now it's them putting Deathbug.
The first counter. And the burst bait.
Burst bait, but no real dice off this. Ooh, just dwindling the health bar. No, they were just
Deathbug.
there.
Oh my goodness. All spaghetti, no sauce.
It was all bread. No matter which way you flip it, the bread comes first, but Slick Yoka fumbled the bag.
It's true. It's true, unfortunately. I like the idea. I like the idea of throw there. However, pressed it just a hair too fast.
This is so fun, man. It's all spaghetti, no sauce is kind of good. That's the resi. What the hell does that mean?
Honestly, I don't know.
Am I like? I can't be that
sauce
old.
here. Just spaghetti. I just stole that from Brian F.
Can I put it in my pocket?
Spaghetti? I mean, it doesn't have sauce on it, so I guess you can. It's just gonna be a little sticky.
You know, I can't believe it's not Totsugeki.
It's true. We need to get Potemkin Totsugeki.
You know what I need? You know what I need to get? I need to get some damn food. I'll be right back with a hot dog.
Alright then. Honestly, why would you be eating pasta with no sauce? How do you do that? Like, you just choke? I don't understand. I don't know. Right, we are getting into some more May action here with Lackey versus Waffle. I'm sure we're going to see more of what we have seen so far. Lots of dolphins, lots of Neko arcs, not beach balls, and lots of schmixerization.
All right, I'm back just in time. It's not done yet, so it's just microwaving right now.
I see.
We
are starting things off with a bang.
Trigger pulls, no dice. We're just going straight into this, and Waffle has force burst out. Both these players is working with whatever resources are available to them.
We do have meter on the side of Lackey. They're considerably more frightening on the offense here.
Already getting the lead early on in the first game for the first game.
Ooh.
And nice catch. Gets the full confirm from far away. My God.
I'm here for it. I respect it. That is hard. Being able to recognize that confirm, but the Orca into the 6H is going to be enough to give Lackey the first round.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how fancy or how cool your confirms are, do they kill? That's the most important question.
Exactly. That's the question we asked Sejam.
Neko arc back on the screen to harass their opponent. Lackey is on the move. Waffle is dead. Okay, Waffle is dead. Thank you. Nice grab. Very risky there, given the deep dive on the JH.
Good Neko arc pressure with the beach ball.
Beach ball just doing a fantastic job. Nice catch, but doesn't get the full confirm.
That would have been nuts, I'm not gonna lie.
They're gonna burst. No, Waffle just holding onto it, feeling very disciplined. Lackey is on the move.
Waffle more inclined to save the burst until the next round, since this is not the end of the match.
Waffle actually is down in the round. Try to 5P the anchor, and let me just say, your wrist definitely gonna be hurty. I'll be right back. Got my waffle. Oh, not my waffle. My hot dog.
Your waffle?
Honey glazed hot dog, my beloved.
Honey glazed hot dog. That sounds amazing. You want to share?
Yeah. Here, open wide.
Word.
Say
oh.
There.
Hot dog.
That's right. It's right there.
We got some hot dog now.
It's the bread. The bread is honey glazed. That for one I would know.
Waffle with a hot dog. Honestly, that would go kind of hard. You use a waffle as the bun. That'd go kind of crazy.
The cinnamon waffle and everything.
I don't know about cinnamon. But...
Call that shit a Cinedog.
The Cinedog is wild. Oh, counter hit Dolphin. Another one.
Oh, they almost got that.
That would have been crazy, honestly.
Oh, late active 5H as well. That caught them swinging.
We got the start of a confirm, unfortunately, not the entire thing. Otsugeki. Good counter hit with the jumping heavy slash.
Nice throw. Get Waffle in the back of the corner, but again, Lackey fighting it out.
Oh my goodness. Wait, who won that trade? Okay, well, Waffle had so much more health. Never mind. I wasn't paying attention to that.
This is by far the hive mind. I love this game.
Otsugeki. I'm here for the dolphin.
Sometimes you just have to observe nature in its natural habitat.
It's true. This is what dolphins are like in real life. For real, for real. You go to the aquarium, it's gonna be like this.
Oh, goes for the reset.
Goes for the reset. It worked out.
Alright.
That drop optimization.
Nice slip underneath with the 3K. Nice use of the 6K to low crush the 3K.
Honestly, I didn't know that went over May's slide. It makes sense.
Unless you're Milia.
True.
Oh, this... Okay, I was about to say, this is about to be a crazy confirm if they can pick up off this. Nice. Trying to bait on an option. Matches it out. Waffle definitely holding their ground. Holding on to burst until the very last second.
You gotta be careful. Waffle is knocking on death's door right now. And there it is. The raw wild assault is gonna connect.
Can we just clip that? I need to clip this. Hold on. I need to clip that. That hit so high.
That was insane. Yeah, 5H hit there? What?
Oh, it doesn't clip. We can't clip. No, the wild assault hit him from so high up.
Oh, yeah, the wild assault? Her wild assault is huge.
Yeah, I have a name for it, but it's not very family. It's not very family friendly, so we'll keep it to ourselves.
Assaulting wildly.
No, it is the. Actually, I can censor it some way. It's the coochie attack.
Huh? You know what? We're gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that there. We don't want Kopi getting banned.
Which is why I had it very, very worded differently.
Local VTuber banned after May only tournament goes awry.
By virtue of other VTuber also speaking on the mic.
Oh, that PRC was really clean. It's the throw and the cross as well. Mix up.
Oh, they're mixed. Yeah, they're chefing it up in the commentary.
They are.
Here we go.
Mixing like a DJ and gets the throw as well. That is Lackey on set point now.
Play that funky music, Lackey. I want to see you cook up a real good tune-up. All right, whipping that 5K to set up for the overhead kiss, and now we're looking real good.
Burst. Hop. Another overhead kiss.
Oh, we're gonna get these? It's time?
We hit these?
Oh, we hit these.
That's insane. I forgot she could do that.
That is the lowest damage Yamato combo I've ever seen in my life.
It's okay. We killed with the confirm afterwards. Why is Neko Arc on the screen?
That I think it's randomized. I'm so glad.
That
it's
is
for perfect.
so
it's
funny.
For perfect only. It's only for perfects.
I see. Okay, okay.
That was a 3-0. That was the funniest way to 3-0.
Honestly, the best way that set could have ended. Nice confirm into Neko Arc on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Neko Arc just harassing our eyes as we're watching in this commentary booth, as these psychotic Mei players are just out in the prowl, just in the gorilla den.
Yeah, who let these Mei players out, like, of the zoo?
I think they let them out. I think ever since the gorilla discussions, I think they've decided that they're up to monkey business.
You know, we've been seeing the 100 men versus a gorilla, but what about 100 men versus Mei? Because, I mean, she's basically just a silverback gorilla. Like, that girl's strong. I think she wins that.
Oh, how about this? 100 gears versus Mei.
Which gears, though?
During the Crusades.
Oh. That's a good question, actually.
That'll be the equivalent of that discussion, but we'll leave that for later, as Toby Clone and Zidane are now on the stage here.
This is our first match of top 8.
Winner side too.
It is winner side, correct. We see the attempt at the tap dust. Good jump out. I don't even know who's who right now. Okay, Toby's the blue one. Okay. Good up dolphin. Orca immediately.
The killer whale. It's time.
We don't block.
We didn't pay $60 to block.
Check.
What are you talking about?
Tries to bait the burst.
Zidane putting up a good fight. Gonna go from corner to corner and actually gonna get the wall break probably. Oh, this goes.
Yeah, it does kill. 2H.
Such an awesome bracket, man. I love this bracket. Oh, the wall.
I love Mei.
I love watching her, not playing against her.
Yes, exactly. I like playing her and watching her. Playing against her, however, like, I'm just gonna alt F4. That's the tech.
Oh, this is damage.
That is, in fact, damage. Is that gonna kill?
It might. No,
not quite.
Four guts saved her.
The guts saving her. But the low. You can block an entire whale, but you can't deal with 2K. Hang on.
So you can get hit full force by a whale coming at you with supersonic speed, but the moment you get toe tapped, it's over.
It's over. Oh my goodness. Round start 5H catches the wild assault.
Wait, this
and
one actually
you're going to see a big ol' super here.
This might actually KO.
No, not quite. 4 guts. Saving Zidane's life. And tries to defend. Gets thrown.
This time wanting to send a message back to their opponent. If you can dish it, you can. If you can deal it, you can dish it. And that's what you got to deal with, man.
I like the attempt there. The idea, absolutely pristine. However, who is predicting air dash in overhead kiss? Not me. I'm getting hit every time.
No, I'm different.
You're different?
I'm different. I'd take that.
I'd take that, bro.
The command grab.
I'm watching like Capcom Cup. I'm guessing right. Like, Keto who?
Yo, I'm better than that 15-year-old Chilean that weighed second in Grand Finals of Capcom Cup.
Laws is built different. I've had the pleasure of playing him a couple times, and he's insane.
Speaking of insane, we're looking at a bit of insanity on the stacks. We're actually gonna have like real Mei mains on the stage.
Yeah, that is true. I was gonna say, I noticed when we were loading in here that both of these players are rather high level.
Oh,
sauce!
Lord have mercy, the damage is there.
Holy aura. The damage is always there. This is a Mei bracket.
I mean,
it would explode.
I would be disappointed if she didn't.
I wouldn't.
Well, while we're watching this, all right, we're not on the stage, thank God.
Yeah, thank God I'm not playing this. My Mei is buns.
My Mei is cheeks.
Nothing. Yeah, my Mei is doing nothing.
My Mei sat home watching Dual Rulers right now.
True. My Mei is donating points to other people in Celestial.
My Mei boosted me to Celestial.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of people probably don't know how to deal with the dolphin.
We are not talking about spoilers. I only mentioned Mei because I thought it'd be really funny given the climate of Mei Buri in shambles.
I gotta sit down and watch Dual Rulers. It looks super cool. I've only seen the opening so far.
The same opening people kept making fun of and put Limp Bizkit over.
Yeah, that was kind of cool though. Did you see someone put the KSI song over it though?
Yeah.
that was heat. They should have done that instead of whatever song they chose.
I was surprised they didn't actually get Naoki in the gang to actually do that, which is so annoying to me.
That, honestly, having an actual like Naoki song in that fashion would be really cool.
Yeah, and then they got a guy who tried to sound like Naoki and it doesn't really hit the same. Oh, that is
my
disgusting.
goodness, the Orca, but it got counter hit. Good defense.
That was great awareness by Zidane here.
Absolutely. Honestly, that was probably the best defensive maneuver that we've seen tonight.
Just outmaneuvering the Orca just in time. Sliver of life for Toby Clone. Trying to harass with the Dolphins. Oh, the beach balls. Oh my God. That was kind of cool. That was sauce.
Gravity doing half the work there.
The gravity? Hosaka?
No. Oscar R. Gap?
God damn it. Oh,
good up, Dolphin.
You get caught. Not a lot of damage on tech. We're in Guts territory though. Zidane definitely pushing forward.
Zidane absolutely looking clean here. Gets the catch. Taking another game.
This is Zidane getting the first game of the set so far. Toby Clone up 2, so Zidane.
Well, that is Toby was up 2.
Yeah, Toby's up 2 right now. Zidane just lowering the deficit by 1.
That's how you know we have 2 really strong players on here. They're both fighting their hearts out.
They're swinging for the fences. Let's just keep it at that.
They're swinging for the Dolphins.
Almost got the charge dust.
That would have been hilarious.
I'll donate $5 to the first person who can land a charge dust.
I will give $5 to the first person who lands charge dust.
All right, you heard it here, folks.
It's gonna be in cash.
$10 for the first person who can land the charge dust.
Oh, there it is. There it is. It's going to Toby.
Oh, there it is.
Hate a tap dust on top of that. Toby is going to be the proud recipient of $10 after this.
The best part is that I'm very certain these two were listening into the stream and immediately tried to get that money.
I think so, yeah.
I respect the attempt.
All right, double or nothing. I will double it if a round start charge dust hits.
Double or not, like
double it and give it to the next person. The Orca.
Stop giving Toby money for things he already does.
I'm here for the spirit of the dolphin.
I'm here for the spirit of this. I'm here for the smell of the game, and I'm smelling the game in huffs and puffs.
I'm smelling the game hard as well right now. And
I'm in it.
Well, SeaWorld. I smell fish food.
I smell seafood.
I smell some fried dolphins.
Jesus.
Not fried in the food sense, fried in the pufferfish sense.
Oh, there, that makes sense.
Fried in the huff fish sense, the hufferfish.
The huff pass. Oh, did Zidane? Yeah, Zidane unfortunately goes into losers.
Zidane unfortunately going to losers. That is tragic.
Do you want to double it? Do you want to double it, Toby? I did hear you when you
Yeah, I did hear you when you said that. Well, Toby, you will be the proud recipient of $10 when this bracket ends. Assuming Sir Kappa holds up their end of the deal.
No, I got money. I could PayPal them.
So I got cash at the next major.
I quite literally said, I told chat in Salty EU if because I couldn't think of the name for the mime, or the jester who does the juggles, the funny little jester on Twitter. I forget their name. But they're known for the little jester tricks.
Okay.
And it starts with the P.
I don't know the name, so I barely even know what you're talking about.
Anyways, I asked them I said $10 to the pot if you can name me that person, and I put it $10 for the winner of grand finals.
Hell yeah! Do we have a match arena tonight?
I do not know. I know Toby Clone will not be trying to double it. They want that money, and that's it. I respect it.
Okay, no match arena tonight, unfortunately.
All right, but they still get money though. If all they gotta do is just wait for the end of the bracket. All right, here you go. Lackey and Deathbug, winner semifinals.
Anchors swinging left and right.
Oh, for sure. I mean, Totsugeki's flying, overhead kisses swanging, anchors a flailing, and we're gonna get a charged dust. Oh, they think we're sweet out here, my guy.
You got unk checked. You succeeded. And the burst safe route. Good YRC. Deathbug on the verge of death. Just one more guess, and unfortunately, they get caught in the toes.
Yeah, Toesy Woesies are not looking too healthy right now. You're gonna have to wait it out a little bit and just do the best you can to hold out. But Lackey Deathbug here is not looking too great, except that they got that wall break, which positive bonus is always a great start.
Yeah, positive bonus is always going to be something that gives you at least a little bit of an edge. Oh, big opening here. And that is going to close out the round as well. Deathbug looking very clean that round, honestly. I mean, of course, the damage is very high. Breach ball.
Staggering with that 2S, threatening any options available to them off of there.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, burst. Help the wall.
Speaking of how helpful positive bonus is.
All right.
Good, bro.
All right, cool. Nice. Go back-to-back Dolphins. We're going back-to-back with this one. We're making it out of SeaWorld with this back-to-back Dolphin, and we're gonna lose the first game though.
Unfortunately, Deathbug getting tossed.
I would like to state in advance too, because somebody did just try and call me. There's a very high likelihood that I will have to step away for like a few minutes.
That's okay.
But I just got a meeting from my org, so we'll see how that goes. But they are waiting for me, so I'll just finish this up and see how things go, and then Kopi can cover for me because I recognize their skill as a commentator.
Kopi, the GOAT.
Kopi is indeed the GOAT. They're the reason I actually got into the esports side of things.
Hell yeah. Generational inspiration.
I've got a lot to say about Kofi, but I'll save it for after the bracket is done. But anyways, Deathbug not looking too great at the moment. Lackey is putting on quite a bit of a show. Gonna get that first round in tow and really set the tournament ablaze.
Now, Deathbug, this is their third time showing up on the stream, and the first couple sets they were looking really solid and just kind of nooching people out. But now Lackey is the one taking that kind of an advantage here.
See, the thing is, right, it's like the nooch is definitely an important aspect of the game, but can you actually convert? That's the big issue. And sometimes Deathbug has not been really capable or consistent with getting these confirms, whereas other opponents who are getting closer to the final set of things, you're going to have to contest with people who can really finish their plate.
Yeah, that's one of the big things about this game, that you have to be really good at finishing your food. Otherwise, the explosive nature of it can really cause some problems.
Nice, gets the tap dust. This does even things out, so that's good for Deathbug. At the very least, they can get the hits where necessary and close out when it's efficient.
Absolutely.
Nice. Goes for the reset, recognizing that there's no real confirm off of that. Goes for the drop opportunity, and here we go. Gonna cash out with that Orca and set themselves up nicely for positive bonus.
You get the hard knockdown as well. Oh, goes for the vertical dolphin. Does not work. Out, gets thrown.
50 meter on deck.
The overhead.
They didn't spend for meter, and they're going to get the early wall break. Very good stuff from Lackey to cancel the dolphin early. Takara into the super, and it actually worked out as the overhead kiss is going to set them up nicely again.
First. Deathbug does not want to go down here.
I mean, who does realistically?
Nobody.
Deathbug gets caught and drops the confirm. Didn't believe in the confirm, but somehow able to save it at the very pivotal end to K2D, the ever reliable, consistent, and does take that out and is going to put themselves up 2-0.
Lackey looking incredibly clean with those confirms. I mean, as you mentioned, you have to be able to do basically everything. And you have to stay clean, you have to play the neutral, you have to be resilient on defense. And Lackey showing very strong signs of all those things.
Mankind knew that. Duel 1.
Alrighty then. Now we're down to game 3, and this is the all-important game for Deathbug's survival in winner's side.
Of course, this is double elimination, so they will get another chance should they lose this match. But staying in winner's side is an incredibly pivotal part about making it all the way into that grand finals and potentially taking the tournament.
I mean, staying on winner's side just means less games that you have to play, and you realistically want to play less and less games. But that's where the loser side really starts to become very like hostile, where you go into uncharted territory, swimming with sharks, and that's where you really want to avoid as much as possible. Deathbug, though, might be looming in closer than intended, as SeaWorld is bound aplenty to take them down.
Absolutely. Lackey looking really good to start this round off, getting the pressure as well. No connections here, and good check on the dolphin from Deathbug. And hops right over. Unfortunately, no confirm.
Here we go. Nice. Able to switch things around. Deathbug getting these trade hits. Their reaction checks are very solid, and it has been putting a lot of trouble for Lackey here. But it's closing things out that's been the problem, though.
Yeah, they've been good about getting that initial hit, but then keeping that pressure consistent has been a bit of an issue. And Lackey trying to find their way in. Deathbug on the cusp of going to losers, but catches a wild assault. I can only imagine that was supposed to be a deflect shield.
That definitely was supposed to be the deflect shield. That they flipped the input, and it actually worked out in their favor. Got the counter hit necessary to get the confirm. That 2D gonna reset again, and Deathbug already making things a little bit simpler for themselves. They give themselves another lease on life. Not exactly the best position of the beach ball.
The throw. Lackey making their way in. Blue RC. Gets hit by the dolphin. No conversion.
Abade Dolphin has been doing so much work for Deathbug here.
It's true.
100 meter on deck. Deathbug could definitely make something happen here, but they just got to route correctly. No, they spent the meter too early.
Unfortunate. That is tragic.
They can still make it happen.
They're still looking pretty good here. Good burst. Lucky trying to hold onto this match. They want to stay in winners. Good counter hit with the Dolphin, and the throw is going to connect. Deathbug staying in. Not quitting just yet.
You may be down, but not out, and that's the kind of thing that you got to be wary about at all times. Just because you're leading doesn't inherently mean that you're in the safe zone. You still got one more game to really play with here if you are leading, much like their opponent is. But Deathbug definitely not taking any of these games for granted. Wants to take this set as soon as possible, get the reverse 3-0, get in, get out, move into winners finals.
Absolutely. That is the big difference. Getting into winners finals means that you only have to play a maximum of 3 more games, whereas losing here means you have to play like 4 or 5 potentially. And
that's given if you actually win all of them. So you have stiff competition once you get further and further along.
But 6P, especially in the loser side, there's a lot more scrapping. People are willing to try and iron things out a lot more.
There's a lot more pressure on the loser side as well. Absolutely. When you consider that every mistake is costly. Kara's the Dolphin as well to get the Orca cancel, and now Deathbug working with a lot of resources.
Absolutely, they have a lot of resources, but they are on the back foot in terms of the neutral, and unfortunately they do get caught. Lackey now on set point again. We'll see if Deathbug is able to pull it what they did last time. They played rather clean. They got the jump on Lackey. Overhead kiss, unfortunately not going to let that happen. We're going to see conversion here from Lackey.
Deathbug has been getting hit very frequently, and that's been the tale as old as time, is Deathbug has been getting caught more often than not, and that is a very scary undertone as well, because now they get counter hit. Versus on the table, does get it successfully, but Lackey is leading immensely.
Oh, good counter hit. Good burst from Lackey, but the Orca from Deathbug gonna try and keep them alive. Gets the beach ball, no conversion afterwards though, and Lackey gets the conversion to close out the set 3-1. Move on the winner's side. Deathbug going to losers, unfortunately.
Well, let it be known, if Deathbug is anything but afraid, and they will gamble their life away if it means that they have a chance. So if there's anything you could say about them, you can't say they're not fearless. So unfortunately, that fearlessness does cost them and puts them in the loser side. But ultimately, they have a second chance. Now, I do have to bow out for a little bit, so I do apologize for this sudden disappearance of me, but I will return momentarily. I just need to get this sorted out.
Yeah. Take care.
All right. Have a good one,
you too.
This.
Mankind knew that they... Duel 1. Let's rock. Duel 3. Let's rock. Are you ready?
Oh, right. I did mute myself. I forgot to unmute myself to y'all. There we go. We'll catch it in the backdash. Nice little delay on the 5H. I'm surprised that far slash did not get clip switchbuckle on the landing recovery. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, the counter poke on 5-8. Oh, catches with the close slash. That's going to be immediate burst. Oh, far slash counter. Nothing to confirm off of though. Ooh, nice fake out on the 6P and flames it around with that up dolphin. Was we just dip it on out of the corner, the reversing fate once again. Nice big JH counter hit. Ought to just cash this out, get some corner position and damage, but can't up Dolphin straight into a 5H. That is risky business. Yeah, there's as a media option, it's really good, and yeah, unfortunately can't be bursting after H Dolphin. Yeah, there is quite a little bit of execution check for me to consistently execute it. It's very, very spacing dependent and knockdown dependent of what she can do and how telegraphed it can be. And all the good setups, like the best setup she has is, it feels darn near frame perfect to execute properly. And it's the version of it, which is the cross up JP safe jump. That is what is needed to really enforce the mix, but it's the hardest part of the mix, is getting that consistently. See, but that there though, if she's gonna cross you up, go for 2K, you can mash on that. That is like -8, or there's an 8 frame gap there. Depending on if she lands close enough to you. Just 2K it. You have a 5 framer. Oh my, no. The old RC May off the Orca hits your opponent. Yeah, it's a little risky to try and go for some of these air throws. I'm surprised on these greedy up dolphins in the corner, people haven't been just walking out. It's a fair amount of lions. No. Yes, Kadesu joining on Leo, about to switch back to May.
That's how it is.
You're not allowed to keep that gorilla at home. Should be getting into it just about now. They have the signal to start.
They're doing the stare down first like it's an MMA match.
Very true. There we go.
You gotta intimidate the other person.
I'm predicting Kadesu's color. Yeah. There we go.
You got the read.
Yo, Tiernanog on net play is wild. This stage wrecks computers.
Honestly, I've heard enough Totsugeki tonight for like a lifetime.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we run these yearly.
True. Honestly, why don't we run these daily?
Find a TL.
Every day of the week. I will dedicate my life's work to doing May only brackets every day of the week. Different region every day. Ooh, good back throw.
Oh, nice air throw.
There's the air throw. Oh, tries to go for the dust, but the check from the Lions.
Very solid. Confirmed.
All right.
Yeah. Oh my, the trade.
Good air to air. The Lions trying to make their way in.
Immediately gonna burst the dolphin counter hit. Gets a throw.
We guess and guesses correctly. Oh, dolphin.
Didn't
No
get the
connection.
2K.
Good block on the Orca. IRC tries to throw. Checks the air advantage. Good check. Tries to go for the low. Unfortunately, not quite at the right range. Otsugeki. Auto assault.
Gonna get the
Kodesu
RC.
putting on the pressure.
The double KO.
And the double KO. Kodesu just barely hanging in there.
I am surprised that 5H did not hit. There's that mix
Oh, May
option.
5-8 for real. It needs buffs. They should do more damage, TBH.
Ooh, little IB action here.
Love to see it. No conversion, unfortunately. One's trying to find their way in. Kodesu not making it very easy for them at all, and gets the check. Orca. Plus Rams. Doesn't block the low. Auto assault to deny the burst.
Yeah. It scales very, very hard, and the whiff punish on 5H.
Dolphin. Imagine you swing, you miss, and you just see a dolphin flying at you full speed.
Shouldn't have whiffed a button.
That's gotta be terrifying, though. Like, imagine. Someone's gonna make a first-person version of May riding the dolphin at you.
Oh, there is.
Oh, there is? Okay, someone has done that? Thank God. I say I might have to commission an artist for this.
It's Xrd, but there's a whole. I think the GIF is searchable on Discord too.
Oh, really?
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I'm gonna have to track that down then.
Yeah, there it is. Hey,
Found it.
Kadesu.
Done. Beach ball catches. Vertical dolphin. Lions tries to take their turn, but Kodesu not letting it happen. Good check. Tries to go with the throw, but unfortunately gets caught by a far slash. We're gonna see a full conversion here from the side of Kodesu.
Oh, what in the world?
Good check into the slide as well. Kodesu not letting the Lions get away with anything on offense here.
Oh, catches the back dash. The H alpha not connecting. It's gonna get a back throw. Another one. Keep the throws going.
Not the one. Dolphin pressure. Whiffs the 6H. No punish from the side of Kodesu. Kodesu getting out of the corner.
Nice check on the probably was an attempted run up throw.
Ooh. Good pressure here from Kodesu. Catches the counter hit. Lines on the back foot here. And that's to find something to make it work. Orca, RC.
Oh my
god. Vertical dolphin. That takes guts to do.
I mean,
You
in
gotta
all
be
reality, it's not that bad because it's a 6-frame button. But still.
That's ballsy.
I'm gonna go to a 6-frame disjointed button. Because it is disjointed on the way up.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, miss on the gold burst, unfortunate. No resources in that regard on the side of the Lions for now.
Uh-oh.
Counter with the 5H, but the burst. Kodesu does not want to eat any of that damage. Counter hit on the 6H is going to make that burst completely pointless at this point.
Punishes on the 3K. Although now Kodesu getting a nice little punish in response.
Ooh, 5H. Close slash. And the overhead is going to connect.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh, nice throw. Gets the mix.
The relentless pressure from Kodesu here. Just forcing Lions into the corner. No matter where they are on screen. Each ball. Counter hit with the 2D. That is going to be a wall break with the Orca as well. So the pressure on the hard knockdown. Good YRC from the side of the Lions. And that back throw again. Tries to go for the dust. It doesn't work out. Kodesu tries to go for an air-to-air conversion there. Fortunately, it's not working out. Lions looking very, very clean here in the corner. Tries to punish with the Dolphin. It's not happening.
Trying to bait out on Kodesu's side. Gets the up
Nope.
stuff.
Both players have to be very careful here. And the 6P puts Kodesu on round or set point.
Run up 6P. Nice little answer. 2 5K round starts. Kodesu just flipping the script. Gets the send back.
Oh, that was a fantastic conversion.
Oh, same brain cell. Do it again. Oh.
The singular May brain cell activated there. Orca gonna be enough to kill, and it is. Kodesu takes it 3-0 over 1 trillion Lions.
Yeah, good stuff. You know, 1 trillion Lions making it to top 8 this year. Kodesu, though,
Respectable.
moving on in. True, it is a May Monday. I totally forgot about that.
So
This
what?
is simultaneously the most blessed and cursed.
This is Revenge of the 5th. Revenge of the May players. Up next, it looks like we are getting Zidane and Swooshbuckler. Zidane is looking very good earlier against Toby Clone.
Alright, let me just send it back so you can see your beautiful face.
What?
You heard me.
Why are we showing my face to the people so they can make fun of me? What the hell?
Notice how they have something to look at while I'm typing.
Some eye candy, I guess. You're stuck with me, chat room. What do we think about the May bracket so far, chat? Let me know. Is it aquatic? What is it? They return.
All right,
Yes,
I'm dipping out.
All right, where are we in the bracket?
We are in losers quarters now.
So I came back just in time for Zidane versus Swishbuckler. Okay, easy does it. Now we're moving on into this side of the bracket, and it's going to be a very fun time.
Absolutely. You're getting Zidane and Swishbuckler.
Now, we already saw a little bit of Zidane earlier. Zidane was pretty interesting on the sticks, but
Swishbuckler as well was looking very clean in the first round of losers.
Yeah, I haven't seen Swishbuckler yet, so I'm in for a wild time.
You are, in fact. They're pretty clean. I don't know if they're as clean as Zidane, though. Zidane was looking pretty good against Toby. Toby just had that little bit of an edge.
Yeah, blue water, blue sky. These two are definitely in on these two are definitely in on the whole thing.
Zidane taking the first round there. We'll see what Swishbuckler is able to cook in response.
Drops the confirm, probably thinking of going for a reset, or maybe just a dropped combo. I'm not entirely sure. It swaps both sides. Guess which way.
I love guessing.
Yeah, we make an educated guess, and we still guessed incorrectly.
It's unfortunate, but it happens. We do have burst inside of Swishbuckler here. They're not dead just yet. They're able to deny an opening. There it is.
Try to go for the hero
You gotta get
burst.
that based Burt, you know?
Base to Burt. I swear I've hit that. I've said that so many times on the
I've
mic
said it
here.
way too many times. It's so embarrassing when I say that on not on purpose.
I heard you say that. I'm like, that one was intentional. I could definitely tell when something comes out a certain way.
The based Burt.
The base to Burt, bro. And I feel that. It hits me right in my soul.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay, game 2. Zidane leading tremendously.
The opt-off to deny the air approach. I like that. Zidane looking very good here, getting the offense started.
Zidane able to deal with the projectile from the beach ball, just avoiding narrowly some of the neutral options available. Catches the backdash with the PRC, and you're going to go through the wall, Sunshine. You're dead. No!
Not yet. Not yet. They were too high. Swishbuckler has a chance here. They just got to make it work. They got to cook. 5H. Mix up.
Sets up the strike throw, but the IED wall.
Oh. Jump back. Heavy slash.
Sometimes that's all you need. You just need to throw up the wall and just hope that nothing gets past it. Speaking of which,
there it is. Counter hit 5H. Big conversion here with the vertical dolphin, and the Orca as well going to break the wall, get us positive bonus. Hard knockdown. Give Zidane a huge advantage here in this round.
Yeah, I don't think anybody
Speaking of
noticed
huge
that.
advantage.
But somebody told me this a while back ago, a certain May player that I know, that I'm friends with. He told me that the IAD, the FD, does getting that IAD Kara, just allowing themselves to really get some real movement, as well as be able to convert that situation, was really, really important. Able to get that confirm off and really set themselves ablaze, really putting in the shift to possibly make this bracket their own.
Yeah, potentially. Zidane looking very, very clean here. Let's see, Swishbuckler had some really good ideas, though. They could definitely take this back. They're just going to have to fight pretty hard. They're at a 2-0 deficit. Got to take 3 back-to-back-to-back.
I mean, in general, I definitely think it's doable. It's just a matter of can you do it? That's the big question.
Exactly.
Can you make up for lost time?
Starting off strong, counter hit 5H. Fortunately gets mixed, has to spend burst. Counter hit to the 6H. Are we going to see a full conversion? We are, in fact.
We're seeing a lot of this here, right? Full send just to be able to put some distance between each other. But we're seeing a lot of dropped combos at the very pivotal end. The easiest part, you would think, but they keep dropping it.
It's those nerves, tournament nerves. They're fighting for 4th place right now.
Another charge dust. You're going to see quite a bit of those as time goes on, but Dyne takes the round.
Set point 2. Switchbuckler was looking pretty good there, but unfortunately made some bad decisions. Had a drop combo at the end there. Gets back thrown. Not where you want to be.
Try to block the high low, but instead didn't guess correctly. Got snipped by the toes and just go through the wall for guessing incorrectly.
Oh, and got caught by the jumping as well. Unfortunately, no full conversion here for Zidane, but that 2H not going to quite be enough. We do have burst on the side of Switchbuckler. We can try and deny an advance, but the Dolphin from Zidane is going to be enough to close it out.
Sometimes you may be quick on the trigger, but that doesn't necessarily matter if your opponent can watch every single flinch, every single twitch, and now it's putting themselves up nicely for this game number 2. Oh wait, that was 3 games on the bounce?
That was 3 games in a row.
Wow.
Yeah,
that went by
way really, really good there.
That went by way faster than I anticipated. Well, excuse me and my commentary. We're going into our next losers quarters match. We're going into
Deathbug and Kodesu. Kodesu coming off of a big 3-0 over 1 trillion lions.
1 trillion? No way.
1 trillion lions did not stand against Kodesu with the red May.
Who would win in a fight? 1 trillion lions or 1 anchor swinging sailor?
She takes it.
Already, we've seen what Deathbug is capable of when it comes to straight hit exchanges, but we're talking about Kodesu moving into the fray, and overall, I haven't had the luxury of seeing much of Kodesu outside of late. Actually, I don't think we've even seen the Lackey match. Outside of
we didn't know. Now we should mention Lackey sent Kodesu to losers, but also sent Deathbug to losers.
So this is a run back set.
Not quite, but both of them trying to make their way up to get that potential rematch with Lackey. Get some revenge.
Revenge is definitely a dish best served cold, and considering that we are swimming in the seas, I believe that is the best way to go about things.
It is best served on the back of a dolphin.
Violence be upon ye as 2 sailors go neck and neck. It's time to see the violence ensue.
Violence be upon ye is wild. I mean, if there is any character for that to refer to, I think May is probably the one.
Because as it goes, as the song is playing, this matchup is a series of ups and downs, and you better hope that there's more ups than downs, because otherwise your tournament run is done and dusted.
Man, I love the Slayer theme. It's so good.
It's so good.
Literally the entire soundtrack is peak, but this song in particular I love.
I think the opening riff is amazing.
Nice. That and the opening part of Drift is really good too. Speaking of that, opening things up good with the wall break here. Hard knockdown, positive bonus.
Trying to bait on an approach. Deathbug does get caught a little bit, and Kodesu trying to get some major hits in, and they're finding quite a lot of success in the small exchanges.
Good YRC, denying the pressure there. Gets out of the corner as well. Unfortunately, whiffs on the 2H, and that could possibly be what sends them out on this round here.
Alright, nicely done. Just already dwindling down Kodesu's health bar by a sliver. Just putting them in the situation that you really don't want to be in. Strike throw situation is always scary against May, but Kodesu fights back with gusto. Now we're moving into the mid-screen portion of the screen.
Ooh, conversion here. We're gonna get the wall break with the charge dust. Positive bonus. Good check from Deathbug though. Trying to work their way in.
Goes for the reset instead of trying to finish their plate, and Kodesu recognizing that actually, I was about to say recognizing burst on play, but no, just decides to watch their own work play.
It's the Orca.
They just wanted to watch it in slow-mo. All right, game 2. How do they go about this situation?
Duel 1.
All right, Deathbug, what do you have to show for us? You did take the first loss of the set, but now it's just a matter of making sure you have things going well. But that really didn't help. Those 2 counter hits.
Counter hit twice.
Yo, I was about to say 2 back-to-back counter hits doesn't exactly doesn't kind of breed confidence from the side of the commentary.
Not at all, but I am here to play both sides of this coin here. Deathbug absolutely could do it, but Kodesu's pressure is incredibly strong.
Blocks it out. This time deals with the situation. Mashes it out with the Haymaker 5P. Doesn't get the wall break.
Overhead kiss. Alright, when the counter hit off and start things off.
We're gonna move to the other side. Gets the early wall break. Very small damage output, but still the positive bonus is gonna be a nightmare to deal with for Deathbug here, as Kodesu has full resources on deck.
They got 2 bars. Definitely not where you want to be pitted up against.
Trying to get the full confirm, but maybe got a little bit too apprehensive about trying to finish their play up with maximum output.
A little bit, and that is going to be Deathbug taking a round here, trying to take that advantage back. Want to even out the set.
Alright, back to the wall. And Deathbug looking a lot more positive when it comes to the exchanges. They're looking a lot better as opposed to previously when Kodesu was dominating. So Kodesu having to find a little bit more fight that they were anticipating, but they are getting a lot of trades working in their favor.
Good burst.
You're on deck.
The wing gets caught by the 2D.
Full stick of butter on deck now. You got to be careful. Any hit is fatal, and that's the 1 hit necessary.
Who needs to ride the lightning when you can ride the Orca?
How about you ride it to victory? That's the main important
Exactly.
thing. Just trying to make quick work of it. But again, Kodesu finding a little bit more resistance than they anticipated, and Deathbug not necessarily quitting just yet. If they're anything, they're not a quitter. But Deathbug gonna have to make something happen fast, because Kodesu is already hot on their trails and trying to clear this up as soon as possible to get to loser semis.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Nice counter hit 2H, just no confirm.
Unfortunate. Good confirm from Kodesu here. Go to Barre on the side of Deathbug as well and gets an opening, but unfortunately doesn't capitalize correctly. See more pressure here from Kodesu.
No hit off the JH, but luckily for Kodesu, they are able to get quite the confirm necessary off the trade and puts themselves on set point.
Definitely where you want to be. Just 1 round away from moving on to our losers semifinals.
Ooh, what a confirm. A little bit awkward on the side of Deathbug, but still managed to make the most of it despite the circumstances.
That is what can define you as a player. Being able to capitalize off those situations and get the best that you can.
That was very ambiguous, that J2H. But the burst bait catches. This is going to be enough to kill. No, just resets. That's insane.
Overhead kiss. That was wild.
Oh no.
The Orca's going to catch in the RC, and that is unfortunately going to spell defeat for Deathbug. Kodesu taking it 3-0. Our star of the stream so far, Deathbug, showing up 4 times. Unfortunately, eliminated from our bracket tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, they do get caught a little bit. They just like Icarus, they flew a little too close to the sun. But to make it this far, right, getting joint 5th is definitely no easy feat, considering the fact that as the bracket went on, the stiffness in competition only got insurmountably more difficult. But for what it's worth, they fought tooth and nail against some of the most interesting NA combatants from the May player base. But we are going to have Zidane versus Kodesu in loser semis, but not before we at least get Toby Clone and Lackey.
We'll be seeing our winners finals. The 2 big dogs of the bracket so far.
Mm-hmm.
I think they may duke it out.
2 savants of SeaWorld definitely going to duke it out for the all-out brawl to make it to winner's side.
Winner's side of Grand Finals is probably the biggest advantage you can have in any double elimination bracket.
For sure. I mean, I think anybody in their right mind would like to have the benefit of winner's side and for Grand Finals, because it means that you have less room you have more room to make mistakes. You have more room to assess your opponent. And even in situations where the possibility of a Grand Finals reset is palpable, the fact is the opponent has a lot of pressure. So every mistake is doubly higher for your opponent as opposed to you, because you're on winner's side.
Absolutely. I think the only thing I'd rather have over winner's side Grand Finals is like a killer losers run, being like 12-1.
Oh, I've had similar runs. I've had
those are amazing.
I've had a 7-1 before. It was really fucking crazy.
I did that at Combo Breaker last year for Street Fighter. I got sent to losers round 1, and I think by the end of the tournament I was like 9-2 or 10-2, something like that.
All right, but here we go. Now we got the winner's side. We got the top cut, the 2 best on the winner's side, duking it out to possibly make it to Grand Finals, and already we're off to an explosive start.
Yeah, Toby taking a very quick advantage here in the health department and the meter department, getting the wall break and the positive bonus here. Get the party started. Oh, big counter hit 5H though.
Nicely done. Gonna set up once again. Go double low once more. And they're finding a lot of success already. Lackey is dwindling that health bar down. Nice use of the overhead kiss to throw off the momentum and the mental stack.
Gotta subvert expectations.
Guys is with the Totsugeki. Burst on deck, force the opponent out. Great escape from Toby Clone.
That's gonna be an air throw from Lackey. That was really good. But the up dolphin from Toby is gonna completely deny any potential advantage there for Lackey.
A lot more of a brawl between the 2. They're definitely going neck and neck. Gold burst to try and get that early positive bonus.
We got 2 Titans throwing haymakers right now.
You have an unstoppable force. This is an immovable object. Which one will buckle first? That's the big question we have on our heads here.
That is the question. Now remember, if Toby hits a charge dust, Sir Kappa said it was $2,000, right? For real?
No. I think if I remember correctly, it's Erebus donates his entire 401k.
Joke's on you. I don't have a 401k. I have a Roth.
All right, Toby Clone getting chipped out here, and already evening things out for our game 1.
Looking very clean there.
Both trading hits off the JH. These 2 really want that winner's side. They're not clashing nearly as much as we thought they would. They're playing very passively, not wanting to make the earliest mistake.
Gotta play passive aggressive. Gotta offend them with your gameplay. Gold burst. That's toxic.
100 meter on deck with positive bonus. Oh, you're Toby Clone.
Orca. Oh, RC.
Oh, that's
and
disgusting.
The Schmicks.
Oh, this is so cool.
That hits character side, right? Not Orca side.
Yes.
You blocked that. Like you're blocking it. Okay. Yeah, so that the air dash did in fact mess things up, but Lackey completely unfazed. turning things around, taking the second round or the third round there, and the first game.
Yeah, one of the longest game ones we've ever had, and this is very ironic considering the two characters we have on screen. Well, one character, basically. This is the most cornball winners finals I've ever seen.
It's a May only bracket. You're not expecting corny stuff?
You know,
there's more corn here than a Southern Cookout. I mean, there's a lot of corn, let me tell you.
You're not wrong.
There's corn in every form. On the cob, bread, May gameplay, everything.
Burst off the table. Lackey not wanting to deal with that. Already has the early lead. They want to keep that as is.
Absolutely. That is one of the nice things about matches like this, where it can be rather fast-paced. Once you get that advantage, you can try and slow things down, force your opponent to make some mistakes trying to get in.
Yeah, but I don't know how how effective that's gonna be, considering the fast octane gameplay that both these players are representing, and more so Toby clone as well.
Yeah, Toby incredibly clean so far.
Oh,
getting
what
a nice conversion here, the BRC.
That was so cool. That was actually really great mental awareness.
That's the trademark of someone who knows what's going on, being able to convert off of BRCs like that. It's hard. You gotta be aware.
Yeah,
if you get it by accident and you panic, and the Orca to air, what the hell was that?
I mean, they got air thrown a little too much. They're like, you know what? Nah, try this off their size.
Exactly. You want to air throw me? Air throw this Orca. Hold that.
Hit him with a Waiata and really hit him with a haymaker of an Orca.
The Popeye ass normal.
Oh, cashing out early. Yeah,
more positive bonus.
Toby might have been offended by earlier. I'm not gonna lie. Look at the aggression. This is a lot more gas to the pedal.
Good Neko Arc setup. I'm not even gonna call it beach ball anymore. I'm just calling it Neko Arc.
Go, my child. Hold down the neutral.
Go forth.
Just
very clean game 2 from Toby there, evening it out.
That was a very dominant game 2 as well. Hit him with a jan.
Good on you.
Wait, hold on.
Duel 1.
Diddy. Here we go. Game 3, all important. This is where the tide begins to turn for either of them, and I'm not talking ocean tide.
Good burst from the side of Toby. Gotta make their way in. Lackey not letting it happen, getting the hit with jumping.
This is like watching two sugar high induced children battling for the latest Snickers.
Yeah, this is like watching your nephews duke it out at Easter for the big Easter egg.
This is I just thought about it. This is like watching two people on Adderall just fight.
It's true.
What a clash! Both of them recognizing the clash cancel too. These two are actually on something.
They're high on dolphin.
They're high on the pufferfish, bro.
The overhead kids. It's true. The pufferfish juice.
It's called puff puff pass, man.
It's not puff 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 pass.
All right, there you go. Lackey once again trying to put themselves back into winning ways. Toby Clone really dominated the second game. They want to reciprocate and bring this into a game 3 of their own.
They are fighting for that set advantage.
Oh my god!
It is 1-1.
You Totsugeki, I Totsugeki, you Totsugeki, I Totsugeki.
I 5H, you 5H.
We all Totsugeki.
Yeah.
Not gonna cash out. They don't have any meter. No, Toby Clone does have meter. They just decided not to cash out because they were too far away from the corner.
Yeah, they didn't want to risk it. Honestly, I'd prefer to take the positive bonus than just take the hard knockdown and positive bonus.
That was really smart what they did. Using the 3K FRC to be able to let the threaten with the Orca. That actually was really smart. It kept them more plus than it initially would have if they just did it all regular.
Just that good. Oh, the backdash from the throw. Toby evening out the rounds.
The aquatic shimmy.
In the aquatic style.
Trying to utilize the wall of the JH to try and control space, and there we go. Finally lands the hit. Is going to go corner to corner. Not going to get the full control because of the gravity scaling. Just 6-speed Dolphin, lol.
True, just 6-speed the Dolphin. Like, what are you?
I remember back in the days when people used to say that legitimately back in Season 1.
I remember when someone told me to just 6P Zato jumping at you. Like, Zato does not jump at you.
Alright, low health
Zato
situation for Lackey.
his slime move.
Low health situation for Lackey. It's do or die here. They do not want to go down that early. Catches with the 2K, but no confirm.
Gets caught by the slide, and that's going to be Toby taking the advantage in the set now, 2-1.
All right, game 3. Toby Clone looking pretty solid. The first game was all It was very, very scrambly with Lackey in the first one. Second game was all Toby Clone, and now third game a little bit rocky for Toby Clone, but they're able to just cinch it out by the skin of their teeth. Now it's the all-important game 4, which determines who really gets to go through into the next round if Toby Clone is able to close this out. Nice catch. We're just going band for band. We're going band for band
indeed.
Oh, they're swinging. They don't give a damn.
Nope, none.
Yeah. Like, I asked my parents. I asked my family. I asked some friends. I asked my doctor. I even consulted my lawyer, and I don't remember seeing anybody ask if they asked Toby Clone, because look at them. They're just rolling around, just trying to feel that victory out before it even comes to them.
Holy confirmed.
That was probably the most stable confirm we've seen all day.
Potentially.
Oh, finally.
Oh, the 5H.
The 5H wars. Just trying to get any damage on set, trying to sort it out, but 100 meter on Toby Clone's side puts a lot of threat on that board. Tap Dust, you are insane for trying that, good sir.
Mix up.
Oh, the wall catches.
All right.
Oh no.
Ooh, 6K. JH,
One hit is
6H.
All it takes is one hit.
Toby's trying to move on to grand finals here. Just one more touch away. But he has no health. Anything from Lackey, and it connects. Lackey takes a round. Trying to stay alive in our winners final.
Just narrowly able to escape unscathed, but somehow able to pull it back and gets the confirm necessary. These little moments are what make a player have the confidence to do it all. Just needs that round in order to take this game 5.
Lackey looking really good here. And the tap dust is going to connect, and Lackey evens it out 2-2.
With the perfect
We're going to game 5.
We're going to game 5.
Is that the first game 5 of the night?
Yes.
I think it is.
That is actually the first game 5 of the night.
Everything has been either 3-1 or 3-0.
Oh, I love what we're seeing today. We're seeing some very high octane pressure, and this is where you start to really see the best really come up from this. So again, iron sharpens iron. We're gonna see who gets grinded down to a needle for the very last match of winners side finals.
Dolphin sharpens Dolphin.
Dolphin gets high on Dolphin.
True.
Right.
Oh, good 6-speed. That connected.
Both these players very, very adamant and very, very cautious by comparison to their more abrasive style. Resetting, forcing the burst out. Simple.
Breaks the wall. Why does it play the
Flying.
Neko sound effect? That's so cursed.
I think what's even worse is the sound effects that come afterwards. But here we go. Toby Clone trying to find an opener here. Lackey is just trying to come into the space and kill off their opponent and catches them with the JH and able to link into the Dolphin.
Lackey now on set point.
Trade benefiting Lackey there. But the
There it is, the counter hit.
5H.
Doesn't catch the confirm though.
Once again, the wall. Almost getting the trade confirmed, but not necessarily there. But the catch with the close slash definitely makes things difficult. Gonna call in Yamada.
Boom.
Last ditch effort. Toby Clone just needs one singular hit. That's the hit needed. We're going to double Luigi.
I'm sorry, what?
Double Luigi, last game, last round.
Huh.
Using the... Yeah, you've never heard of that?
I've heard it before, but it never makes sense.
Makes perfect sense to me. Duels.
Double
Last game.
Luigi.
Last game, last round, double Luigi.
I suppose.
Speaking of...
Good slide.
Oh, no. Ooh.
Lackey looking good here. Goes for the reset and gets the wall break as well. Positive bonus for Lackey.
Toby Clone actually benefits a little bit off of the fact that the positive bonus gives them a little bit time to room, especially they have 50 meter on deck sooner because of the reset of the combo scaling. Meter on deck.
Catch his slide.
If there's ever a time to kill, this is now.
No meter
This
on
actually
deck.
feels-
Not quite able to kill. No, no, no. The guts. The guts.
One hit is all it takes. One hit is all it takes for both these
Wild
players.
assault. And the connection on the low, but no conversion for Lackey. BRC. Gold burst from Toby.
Almost 100 meter. 100 meter on deck is all.
We have something available for Toby here. 6H whiffs. Dolphin. Both players a sneeze away from death. And the anchor is going to connect for Lackey.
The JH is the wall.
Catching an extended hurt box from Toby. Lackey takes it 3-2 in possibly the closest match we will see tonight. That was insane. That was nuts.
Cool. That was cool as hell.
The
That
aura
was
on both
awesome.
of these players is insane.
Kofi, I am concerned about like Kofi. What do we exist for? Aura and like aura and hype moments type shit. That was awesome, man. That was like I think I couldn't have asked for a better winners finals. That wasn't even grands. And the fact is that they still have a possibility of running it back with Lackey.
Of course. Toby's not out yet. That was winner's side.
I know that was good for you guys, but that was barely even Strive on my screen.
And
Not the
That's
euphemism. Not the
unfortunate.
euphemism, bro. Not the euphemism.
that was hype.
Oh wow, man! I can't wait for loser side to really continue. 'Cause
Yeah,
after this, I'm gonna
this is gonna be good.
get a good ass meal after this. I'm about to eat good. I'm about to make myself some. Like sautéed tortillas with a little bit of butter and salt, and I'm gonna
I
put.
think you had a
some-
hot dog.
Well, I had a corn dog. It's like a frozen corn dog. I'm gonna,
Oh, okay, that's not a meal.
I'm gonna cut up some turkey ham, put it on there, mix it together with the tortilla, put a little bit more butter
Right.
so that way it's a little seasoned, and then I'm gonna eat some eggs with it.
Okay, I see. I had mall food court Chinese food for dinner.
I want Chinese food, bro. I'm so sad. There was a Chinese food place called Mandarin that was really good. Here we go. Zidane versus Kodesu.
Few more Titans. I'm curious who's going to have the edge in this matchup here, but here it is, Zidane taking a bit of a health advantage here.
All right. Reminder: who is the person I owe that we owe $10 to?
Toby.
Toby. So we have
Toby.
to give $10 total. You 5, me 5.
Yes,
Oh my God, damage.
that's going to kill.
Yeah, 4 guts be damned. Or the orca.
Yeah, who needs guts?
Orca be
That's
damned.
a big old fish.
To be honest, that is a very big dolphin.
It's a very large orca whale.
It is a very comically large dolphin.
It's the Neapolitan dolphin, the black and white one.
Supersized dolphin.
True. Would you like to supersize your dolphin for an extra $1?
I do love like Zidane's use of that advanced like FD technique off of IAD to potentially make the confirm. They do take the round out, but so far Zidane has had probably the most solid made play in all of the bracket thus far. They're like the biggest highlight.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Wow. Not even enough to get Yamada.
Kodesu force on the back foot here. Eating the pressure from Zidane. Gets counter hit by the dolphin, but the burst from Zidane not gonna let that happen.
The amount of Abare dolphin has been so high, it's actually ridiculous.
We're playing Guilty Gear. Abare is the name of the game.
Abare. I love that the explosion of the dolphin is just an actual explosion.mp3.
I mean, yeah. It's good for a reason. It's a classic.
Ooh, they
Orca.
canceled very late. I think they tried to get Yamada. I'm not entirely sure. Safe jump.
Safe jump. You gotta hold the Orca though. The tap does connect. No meter to confirm.
Oh, try to bait the burst there. This time is successful.
Ooh.
Kodesu steals the round away from an impatient Zidane, and now we're moving into game 2. I don't know. I say
Very
Zidane.
strong start here for Kodesu. Zidane, of course, is very good, but Kodesu just kind of had that little bit of a defensive edge there.
You know what? I'm gonna start calling them Zidane, like Zinedine Zidane. I've been saying Zidane this whole night. I'm gonna start calling them Zidane.
Zidane. Round start 2H.
Zidane.
Senadrill.
Benadryl.
Dolphin.
Orca.
Speaking of, we get the wall break positive bonus and the hard knockdown.
Nice
Dolphin.
catch. Try to go for the overhead kiss. Ooh, get caught slipping with that dolphin in tow. Good confirm. Once again, utilizing the tech. Not able to get the Kara button off the button, but instead he is going to get caught.
Unfortunate drop on the side of Kodesu, but cleaned it up, got the 2K afterwards. Unless that was a reset. I don't play May.
That definitely was a reset there. It was late, and they weren't going to get the confirm. Instead, they opted for the reset.
I see. They're just bigger brain.
Either that, or they're just scrambling.
It could be all spaghetti, no sauce. I like that confirm off of this 6K. That was good.
It really was.
We've seen that a couple times from Zidane tonight.
Oh.
Ooh, the PRC 2H. Okay. Up Dolphin in the 9. Counter hit 5H.
By the 9s, my health bar, where has it gone?
Facing the Wrath of Dolphin.
Using the raw wild assault, catching their opponent. The trade again, benefiting he who uses 5H more.
May 5H. It's the button.
It definitely is the button.
How did that not win Evo's Button of the Year? It wasn't even nominated.
It wasn't even like it was an afterthought more than anything.
Like, that's definitely more belligerent than Ken crouching medium kick. All I'm gonna say.
I don't think there's anything more belligerent than Ken crouching medium kick. Let's be real.
Jury crouching medium kick. It's the same thing with more range.
Let's see. Yamada.
Whale.
Oh wait, what?
Whale.
Oh, clash.
Double whale. And it hits.
I hate this
tragic.
game. This game sucks.
Kodesu.
This game sucks.
Kodesu had more aura. So that whale won.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, Dash L was more belligerent. My bad. I forgot. That's so far.
66L.
Soul far slash in a dash normal. Back to square one we go.
So anybody
Also-
who played Grand Blue at launch knows about 6XL.
Also, there's no way this is only game 2. I'm pretty sure like game 3.
No, this is. Wait, this has to be game 3.
This has to be game 3 because I
Yeah,
remember
because
the first.
Kodesi won game 1 and then just won this one.
I'm pretty sure Zidane.
Wait, hang
This
on.
is game 3. Kodesu won the
Yeah.
first game. So it's game 3. Yeah, it's game 3.
Yeah, okay. So it's 2-1 Kodesi. I was gonna say, hang on, because I made that comment about Kodesi having the edge on defense after the first game.
All right.
I mean, there's no way that was game 1. That was a long game if it was.
Yeah, I was
Yes,
about
that-
like.
Potentially the final game for Kodesi in this set.
Zidane needing to have to pick up on something here. They're running out of steam and they need to find something very quick before they lose all the wind from their sails.
Why are they running on steam and wind when they have a dolphin? It's like a
Anyways.
speedboat. It's better.
Anyways,
Orca.
50 meter. What do you do with it?
Very scary.
Kodesu is telling them to try it. You can tell
Harassment.
they're goading them to try it, and I think
overhead.
Zidane is starting to get pissed. Oh, but never
Potentially
mind.
back throw.
Good
Good match.
matches.
Deflect shield. Trying
Good
to
catch. This
6P,
is
but
perfect.
not gonna
This is
happen.
enough. This is enough.
Zidane might actually get the kill here. Oh, not quite.
Sure. Oh, just the wrong button.
Guts. BRC forward. Tries to get the conversion with the burst. Oh,
Chips
and
him
the
out.
chip is gonna be enough.
Yeah, perfect. Last chance for Zidane to really make anything happen here. Nice trade off the 5H, puts themselves in a decent lead, but gets caught by the vertical dolphin. Oh no.
Counter hit 5H.
Oh dear god. By the 9s. Their health bar is
Orca.
bleeding.
Positive bonus. Hard knockdown. Kodesi looking really good here. Gets the connection. And that is going to be enough with the 2K. Kodesi moving on 3-0 to fight Toby in our losers finals tonight.
And again, Toby Clone showing a lot of fight, so this is definitely a tall order to be able to move into winners to loser side grand finals. So if you want in, you got to really put all your eggs in one basket, but still leave enough for brands. Just that comes with the expectation that you have to win, though.
I think that was some May gameplay. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but I do have a question
Which-
though.
I have an answer.
The question is more so leaning towards the chat, but this also can extend to you because you are my commentary partner tonight. How is everybody feeling about today's bracket? Like, what's your favorite match so far? I'm not gonna lie, that winners finals match was arguably the best one tonight.
Duel 1.
Oh, big blast Sonic. All right, we're in. We're locked in.
We're gaming. Toby Clone choosing to spend the burst really early here. Try and keep this pressure.
I mean, as somebody told me before, Toby Clone is a player who likes to burst early, burst often, and they definitely follow this to a T. Clash cancels, but loses out in the clash cancel. Kodesu is running with a lot of momentum in their backside, and they're moving into the wall break situation with positive bonus.
They got the dolphin behind their back. And the overhead kiss. Oh, no conversion.
They got the whole jellyfish pirate crew on their back, and they're aiming to steal this and move on to possibly take away Johnny's inheritance once again.
When is Robo May gonna get added?
I would love that. That would be funny.
Robo May. Oh, big counter hit 5H and the immediate burst from Kodesi.
Nice IB, gets the punish as well.
Toby doesn't want to deal with that.
Ooh, Toby getting caught overhead is not good for them. Strike throw situation ever so effective. Kodesu has been super potent with that. Oh, not the confirm they
whiffs.
wanted. Controlling space with the 5H, not trying to goad their opponent into running into the space.
Good throw tech. Counter has 6H, no conversion.
Oh, picks up just narrowly with the use of the BRC. That actually saved the whole combo, and it was quick awareness from Toby Clone. Now able to make things level for game 1.
So from Kodesu getting the counter hit. 5H.
Catches the Dolphin startup, but no counter hit, luckily for Kodesu.
Imagine whiff punishing May 5H.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it doesn't get the confirm. They try to. They get a
too
little
low.
apprehensive about JD. Just swinging. Footsies. Oh, nice catches with the wall.
Big hit. Kodesu trying to get the offense started.
These two are playing cat and mouse with each other in the neutral game. Danger's on the stage now. Toby Clone can't be too abrasive on defense. They have to think of something quick, otherwise they're going to go into danger time.
Danger time. What?
Or negative, my bad.
I was gonna say danger time and strive would be insane.
Well, I don't know why I call it danger time. I like to think negative is just danger. Oh, this actually works out so much.
This is so good for Toby. Kodesu finds the low and the wake up gold burst from Toby. Not gonna have anything coming from it, but the Dolphin to close out game number 1 here for Toby.
Yeah, in spite of the gold burst getting blocked, it actually worked out still, no matter what, because at the end of the day, they had the resources to be able to fight back, and Kodesu just was kind of a sitting duck. They had nothing else to do but to bide their time. But as luck would have it, Toby Clone does take the first game, and we're looking at a real thriller here. We might actually get a repeat of winners finals in a different set.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Run up throw, and we're seeing. Oh, this is red. This is blue versus red, all over again.
It is.
Halo, the days of old.
Good versus evil. May versus May. That didn't break the wall.
I think what it does is it only breaks the wall if the Dolphin comes into contact with the wall, not the lift. This isn't Tyrant Barrel, unfortunately.
It should be. They need to give May Mistfinder. For real.
She did have Mistfinder originally. That's the crazy part. Back in Missing Link before Johnny existed.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the Mistfinder started with May.
That's cool. And they gave it to the cooler character, Johnny.
Okay. Ooh, catches with
Big
the counter hit. But no knockdown, though, so they
conversion.
didn't get anything for it. Meter on deck for Kodesu, plus all of that burst, too. They could definitely make something good happen here. Gonna cash out, but they didn't lead into anything, though. Frame trapping with the Dolphin, trying to land the big hit.
Oh, we have to be careful here.
Toby Clone finally gets the
Big opening.
JH. 100 meter on deck now.
Orca.
Ooh, they're trying to cash it all in. Gets the overhead kiss.
Overhead kiss.
Tries to bait the
good
burst, but they
burst.
weren't successful. Oh, this is
No
terrifying.
punish.
Oh, nice catch.
Oh, 2D the Dolphin? That works.
That does.
I didn't know
But-
you could 2D Dolphin.
As long as the 2D hits high enough, you can. But I think they hit them during the startup where it's most closest to the ground.
Oh, unfortunate drop for Toby. Tries to gold burst. Not gonna happen.
Max
Kodesu
range
not able to
2D.
capitalize.
Max range 2D has not been helping anybody tonight, and it's really showing. It's giving a lot of players a lot of ability to fight back.
It's Kappa and Erebus. And that is going to spell defeat for Kodesu in this game here, giving Toby Clone the lead 2-0. Toby's trying to get that run back with Lecky.
Oh, they really want that. I got to see quite a lot of hunger coming back from Salty EU this morning, and I'm going to have to see a lot more coming from this side of things. We really want to see the fight from these players, and I think the most important thing is to remember how far you've come, the struggles you've had to overcome, and gaslight yourself into believing you're the main protagonist. Last chance for
protagonist.
For real. Last chance for Kodesu, though. Kodesu's gonna have to believe it. No Naruto.
No Naruto? Datebayo?
Believe it.
What?
That's how a friend. That's I have a I have a Singaporean friend who says it like that.
Damn.
Ooh, okay, Kodesu, equal life alongside Toby Clone. Resources aplenty, but they got the bird. I can't speak English, bro.
The base bird. I heard it come out.
I tried to save it, bro. God damn it.
There ain't saving any of that.
It happens every time, dude. Not the Bernie, bro. Oh, the charge dust. Oh,
Dash, charge, dust, and it hit, too. That is some damage from Toby.
Positive.
Trying to take this 3-0, move on to grand finals.
And they're gonna get enough Full
Orca
cash out.
gets blocked,
And
and the charge, dust.
My God. Toby Clone, they done it again. The mad lad themselves is in SeaWorld and mucking about. They are in grand finals loser side.
Getting that rematch with Lackey. Very interested to see if the run back goes any different.
So is that $30?
That
No, we said it once. You're not.
You get it once.
You have. All right. How about this? Or nothing. If you get it in grands.
If you win grand finals with a charge dust, reset bracket with a charge dust, and I'll add another $1.
Would you like $1 or $2?
It's like the flight negotiations to Canada from South Park. $52.
Just take the 10.
I say we'll triple it, but it doesn't go to you. It goes to charity.
I was gonna say the same thing. God damn it. I was just joking because you guys have been talking about it ever since. Toby Clone.
It's funny how quickly you did it. So,
like, we genuinely thought that it'd take longer considering how many people have attempted it, but considering the fact that both of you immediately tried it, it makes this so moot.
Duel 1.
All right, grand finals, game 1. Toby Clone on player 1 though, so this is gonna be really awkward.
good start. Gets counter hit Dolphin.
Gets the full pickup
right.
too. Oh, they're feeling themselves. Look at them go.
Hard knockdown, positive bonus.
Oh, nicely done. Fakes out the aerial attempt into an overhead kiss. Does steal that out. First round, they are looking crisp. On hit is wild. Dolphin on hit is a diabolical thing.
It's crazy. We're watching main gameplay. Fast throw. Pressure starting with Lackey.
Trying to utilize the wall to possibly get an opener here, but Lackey, very interesting use of burst to try and switch the momentum away from their opponent, wanting to get the space, especially on block too.
Mix up, go same side.
Catch with 3K, but no catch.
Orca, PRC.
Full send, gets the knockdown.
Overhead kiss. Dolphin and the wall break as well. Gonna get positive bonus on here.
Trade out. 50 meters on deck now.
Both players have meter to spend. Lackey spends theirs, and now Toby spends theirs.
They have equal life, but the JS catches.
Toby Cole wants this reset.
That's true.
Oh man.
You would think the longer this bracket goes, the less energy a player would have, but nah, the adrenaline is pumping, and these beats are immense.
They are, in fact.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, this time a more passive approach from
counter
Toby
hit.
Clone.
Mash. Gets the throw.
Nice catch from Lackey here. Now we're gonna set up again for plus frames. Catches with the 2K. Gonna get the early wall break off of the cancel. Get the round as well. Perfect on deck too. We see the Neko Arcs dancing. Oh my god. this is clown shoes. This is a clown shoes neutral exchange.
It's May. All her neutral is clown.
I mean, they genuinely do have clown shoes on, so there's that.
Literally.
You see the makeup now and the big nose. Set up the beach ball, try to get that plus frames, and really putting the fear of God into late Lackey here. Nice catch.
Overhead kiss.
Oh no!
Sides. That's tragic. Lackey gets the opening.
Toby Clone getting caught by the 6P. Lackey trying to enforce themselves, keep that
6P.
corner to themselves.
6P working numbers here, paying out the dividends.
But not enough,
Hits.
though. One more round. Toby Clone needs this round.
Big Blast Sonic has the soundtrack as well. Is great.
It really is a grand finals track. As overplayed as it used to be, the fact that we've gotten time away from it, I think we could possibly start playing it again.
I think it's very good. It's like, I think it's probably my second favorite Guilty Gear song of all time.
Full sending it, that is disgusting. You burst
Oh,
me?
Lackey with the back throw.
Oh, this time you're gonna have to hold
Yes.
that.
This is gonna hurt.
Saving the meter
Positive
for
bonus
the
for Lackey.
wall break.
Counter hit. Orca. RC. Tries to establish the pressure with the 6P from Toby. And the bait on the burst as well.
Toby, you maniacal little gremlin. You tried it earlier, but you got successful this time. Second time usually works out in the end. But now it's just one more game to get the reset point, and you could tell that they smell blood in the water.
They do. Wants to reset the grand finals here. Looking clean.
But they can't get too complacent, though. They're winning, but that only works if the opponent doesn't have the adrenaline to keep it going. They still have another set they have to worry about. And that's only if the reset goes through.
Exactly.
But with confidence in tow like Toby Clone has, I definitely doubt that this won't go to a reset. With no burst on deck, you're going to have to hold all this damage.
Indeed. Now Toby looking good. Positive bonus. And the vertical dolphin gonna connect. Good 6P from Lackey.
Catching
good
the
meaty as
overhead.
well. The wall break.
But they have 100 meter. Toby Clone has a full stick of butter. They can fully send it. They don't have any fear. Nice deflect shield, but still has to deal with the onslaught.
Oh my goodness.
Toby wants this reset so bad. Look at them going.
Toby, reset point. Getting so close.
They're getting so close, and they're ever inching closer as well, using the burst to control the space, but they get caught by the vertical dolphin.
No Tsugeki.
Have you ever seen a gorilla fly before?
No.
Well, today is the day. Wait, I just realized them fuzzying actually is removing a lot of the plus frames. This is really smart from Toby Clone.
They're just that good. Good move from Lackey here. That's going to close out the round. Does not want the reset to happen.
Yeah, dude, Toby Clone is actually on Cloud 9 right now. What the hell? What a confirm. They even had enough time to get the charge to H. That's crazy.
Oh, the clash cancel. Charge 6H. Oh, the 6P through the Orca.
They still had to deal with that. That's actually demonic. Nice backdash, but any hit is a pivotal one. This is the hit. Yeah, burst on deck.
Burst. Lackey one hit away.
Catches with the JS.
A counter hit. Toby holding onto the burst.
No meter on deck. Oh, catches and forces the burst out.
Burst immediately. Good connection here for Lackey. Gets the overhead kiss. Not going to be it just yet. Toby can still do it. Just one more hit, and the slide catches the Dolphin startup.
Reset.
That's a reset.
Eminent. We get a 3-0 reset from the skin of their teeth, and now the lead is gone. This is where real gaming happens.
We are, in fact, playing May.
Alrighty then, what do we do here? What's the game plan? Do we switch the color for May, or do we switch the stage?
We switched the music.
Well, given that Toby Clone is player 1, I don't think we're gonna get either of those. So I think the color change is probably necessary.
The color counterpick?
We'll see. The yellow has served them well.
But it didn't beat Toby Clone in Grand Finals.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, we're back in action, and
we're
gonna stay with. What a far slash!
Back throw.
Ooh, not good. Forcing the burst out.
Oh, counter hit 5H. Immediate burst from Toby. Does not want to eat any of that.
I mean, I wouldn't if I was them. Nice overhead kiss. Now we're going to push themselves into the corner a little bit, put themselves into winning ways again. Lackey has already lost the lead with the winner side advantage. Now they just have to make good on their chances to be able to keep this out of the gate for Toby Clone.
Counter hit 5H there, and the conversion is going to be enough to kill.
Round 2, both these two taking a very passive approach, and considering that Lackey is already on the back foot, I would be very remiss for them to have to start playing this a lot more smart. Nice 5H.
Counter hit 5H again.
Oh,
tries to go for the third one.
The adrenaline is starting to get to their fingers.
I think the pufferfish is starting to get to their fingers.
All right, here we go. Nice. Both of them just scared to press.
Just smooched in the air.
All right, this is good. Reset to neutral. You still have burst available to you, possibly. Nice back throw.
Back throw.
Overhead
and
kiss.
The overhead kiss again.
That's insanely brave considering that. With 50 meter on deck, that's brave of Lackey to go for, but here we go once more.
They're just that good.
Hero
the
burst.
balls. Ooh,
nice
the tech on the air throw.
Okay, little sliver of life. They got to make good on this chance. But the 5P catches.
Toby Clone evening it out here. Wants to keep that advantage. Wants the reset 3-0 as well.
I think anybody in their right mind wants to keep that momentum they're going, but here's Lackey coming in hot on their heels. Gets the wall break and is going to cancel straight into the Orca and get some major damage on hit.
Oh, gets the throw. Lackey looking really good here.
Nice, Lackey not wanting to take too many gambles on that JH hitbox.
Wants to tap us. Doesn't block the 2K. And the overhead kiss.
Go for the reset. They have burst, though. There's a great lifeline to have right now.
Oh, I thought that the burst bait was going to come out there, but Lackey with the 5H into Dolphin taking the first game of the reset.
I'm smiling ear to ear right now. We got some great games going on. We finally got the first match on reset point, and Lackey's got it. This time, remembering how they got into winning ways and putting some resistance up after what was seemingly a very one-sided affair in the first set. Game 2, Erebus.
We're moving on. We'll see if we're able to see more of a change of pace from Lackey. Looking a lot stronger in the first game of this reset than they were for Grand Finals. But Toby starting things off strong, getting the burst out of the way.
These two are rushing into each other, no fear in their hearts, but at the same time, there's got to be a little bit of pressure mounting on in the back of their heads. Doubt starting to creep in. This is where things start to really amp up. Both whipping throws in front of each other's faces, but it's this time Lackey coming out the better.
Hang on, my car alarm is going off. I'll be right back.
All right, keep this going. I got it covered with Kobe in the meantime. I see Dunn getting the overhead kiss once more. Gonna cash out early to get that damage off. Doesn't want to cancel 50 meter to possibly get another situation for them to get the victory. Baits the burst, but doesn't get a punish off. A nice. Uses the PRC to save themselves. Nice 6P to avoid the 6H, which is very brave. That could have easily been a counter hit. They want to go turn off the car alarm. Erebus will be right back. Nice catch with the JP, and this is going to get the damage output necessary to be able to put them through the wall, but decides not to cash out, instead opting to save the meter for the next situation. 100 meter on deck. You gotta be careful. Spends that meter. Toby Clone wanting to open up. Nice crossover, steals the corner, and crosses over same side, and does take game 2. And my God, Lackey definitely got some wind back of their sails. They've kicked up another gear. No pun intended. Toby Clone down in the set. Rushing back in, not afraid to go back into the fray, going back into the ring. They need this one more time. They've already got 3-0 as the run back set. They need to close this out if they want to keep this Grand Finals in their favor. But it seems like Lackey has finally gained the confidence back once more. Nice clash cancel. Lackey is quicker to the trigger though. 50 meter on deck for both of these players now, and we got to see who's gonna pull the trigger first. Staggering with punch buttons. They're really doing a fantastic job just going with jabs, getting a lot of reward, and now it's Lackey forcing the burst out of themselves. Toby Clone is on the move. No burst on deck. You're gonna have to hold all this. Finally takes the round to their name, able to get themselves moving, finally getting back into winning ways. Nice catch with far slash. Lackey putting them in the corner, but we're back to mid-screen where both these players are very potent. Trying to go for the overhead kiss, but not enough recovery time. Setting up with the beach ball. Just trying to threaten lows and highs. Back dashes, but that gets no punish. Toby Clone gonna catch him with the 2D. Just resetting as much as possible to pilotly dwindle down the health lead. Nice catch with the JH, but no punish. Real burst out now. It's time to be able to push forward. Catches with the 3K. And gets the point. 1 on the board. Finally, after being on the deficit, they even out the deficit just a little bit more, making it 1-2.
Toby Clone making it back a little bit.
Yeah, Toby Clone took the game. It was a little bit nip and tuck now, but Toby Clone leveling the scoreboards just a little bit more, able to ease the whole thing 1-2.
Nice, nice. That is what we want to see.
Nicely done. Game, I think this is game 7 now. This is game, no.
This is game 7, yes.
No, this is game 8, I think.
No,
this is game 7. Game 7.
Grand Finals is 3-0.
Yeah.
Strong start here for Toby.
Nice back throw. Lackey is now getting started. Good escape.
Unfortunate whip on the 2H. Allows Toby out.
Perfectly done. Just trying to dance around each other. They're trying to find an opener. These two scrambling. Finally gets the knockdown. Meter almost on deck for Toby now. Gets to the tap dust and is going to get that round off it. Look at the confidence. They finally got the win needed, and they're already pushing forward, blitzing through like an engine.
They just needed that little bit of momentum. And they're trying to run away with it.
Honestly, nice run out, recognizing their position and recognizing the trajectory. Finally able to get the wall break as well and putting Lackey on the back foot. This is looking fantastic from the momentum switch.
And Toby looking very good here. And that is going to be enough to close out the game here with the perfect 2-2 in our reset.
Game 5
Final
situation
game.
again.
Final game of the tournament. This decides it. Unless they somehow get a double KO at the end, but
I mean, we'll see. But this is a repeat of winners finals. Now we already know who took the first one though. Problem is, how does this fare now?
could go either way.
For all the marbles now. It's a matter of there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Whoever takes this takes it all.
Duel 1.
Game 5, last game, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll see who is able to take it here. Is it going to be Toby on the blue May, or is it going to be Lackey with the yellow ducky?
There we go. Penguin blue or ducky yellow? That's the big question. Which is your favorite tub animal?
Hub animal?
Yeah.
I had VeggieTales toys. I didn't have any animals.
I see.
In which case, Larry the cucumber.
Goated pick.
One of the goats of all time.
One of the possibly the goat.
The goat.
Toby clone trying to fight back here. Lackey working with a huge deficit to the name. They're dwindling down, but Toby clone able to reverse the situation and now puts themselves in the lead. Tournament point for Toby clone.
Looking very good for Toby here. Lackey's going to have to really make something work.
Yeah, they're en route to make the reverse 3-0 here as well in Grand's reset. But for the birth bait. Cheeky little bugger. They really tried their luck.
Counter hit 6H, tries to wild us up at the burst immediately from Toby.
Resource trade is definitely the benefit here. Nice, gets the full confirm, but not the wall break on top of that. But this definitely will help things.
Breaks the wall. Lackey trying to take it to this final round.
Lackey is trying to find something here. They got the meter intact. Gets the positional advantage, but having to force the burst out. Yes, it does. Gets the positional advantage.
We're going to a final round.
There's no way. There's no way this goes to Double Luigi again.
In fact, it did. The only set that has these two.
It shows you the kind of quality we have on display. Both these two do not want to make the first mistake.
Not at all.
This is the most passive these two have actually played.
I think so.
All right, finally, this is the big catch. This is the momentum swinger. Toby clone on the prowl, gets the hit, but no confirm. Nice 60.
On the dolphin.
Overhead kiss. Versus on play now.
First to play for Toby. We do have access to a wild assault for Lackey.
Danger for both of them, though.
Oh!
This is scary.
Toby has a huge advantage here.
Negative now.
Negative penalty. Lackey has to be very careful here. It's just one touch, and that is the tournament. Gets the wild assault though. Maybe able to get some momentum off of this. There's no burst here for Toby, but the jumping heavy slash to call out the IAD.
Just like in winners finals, but this time the script has been flipped, and the winner of this match is different from the last one we had in winners finals. Your May Birthday Extravaganza champion